A very good morning to all the students. Hope you are all safe and fine at home. So be aware of this coronavirus. Please don't go out. Try to maintain social distance. Wash your hands very frequently. Avoid touching your eyes, nose and mouth. In the previous class, we have studied about verbs. It is my privilege to introduce myself, and my name is K. Priscilla, TTWRJC Boys, Kaudupalli. In the previous class, we have studied about verbs, the classification of verbs, and what are the important things regarding verbs. Today we will be learning about auxiliary verbs. Yes, auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs are also known as helping verbs. Helping verbs are verbs that help the main verb in a sentence by extending its meaning. They can also add detail to how time is conveyed in a sentence. Yes, auxiliary verbs. Now, helping verbs or auxiliary verbs, there are 24. According to the usage, we have classified them into two types. That is, primary auxiliary verbs, which are 11, and modal auxiliary verbs, which are 13. Now children, please make a note of it. Helping verbs or auxiliary verbs. Helping verbs, primary auxiliaries, they are 11. That is is, am, are, was, were. These are be forms. Has, have, are, have forms. Had and do, does, did. These are do forms of primary auxiliary verbs. Coming to the modal auxiliaries, they are 13. That is, will, shall, would, should, can, could, may, might, must, need, dare, used to, or out. Now what is this? Is primary auxiliary verbs which are very essential for us to frame a sentence, and which is in any sentence primarily we are going to use this, and it gives a sense to a, I mean to say, without this we cannot complete the sentence, and it also adds sense to the sentence. And modal auxiliaries are those which help us to have a good functional English. They help us to speak better way, and they also help us to write a proper functional English. If I say, come on, give me a pen, it won't look good. But if I say, can you lend me your pen? Can I sit here? Or seeking a permission, shall I go out? Will you come along with me? So when you are seeking some permissions, and when you are using this modal auxiliary verbs, it adds much to the language, and it is very essential for us to learn this modal auxiliaries in order to learn functional English and develop our communication skills.
Pause.
Now this is very important, students. Using singular and plural with helping verbs. Okay, you know singular and plural forms. Okay, first person, second person. Yes, and apart from it, in tenses, how do we use the helping verbs in present tense, past tense, and future tense? Why? Because there is always a subject and verb agreement that will be there in the sentence, and that we have to be little aware of it in order to frame the correct sentences. Okay, so when I am using I am, I have. So in the present tense, when you are using I, then the verbs that you are going to use is these: am, have, do. When you are using in the past tense, then you have to use was, had, did. In future tense, when I is there, obviously in the future tense you will have will or shall. Now coming to we, that is, we is a plural form. So in present tense we are having we are, we have, we do, and in the past we have we were, we had, we did. And coming to the plural we, in future tense it will be the same, will or shall. Now you, second person, when you are using you are going to use are, have, do, were, had, did, and will. Now third person, When you're using a third person singular, it is he is, he has, he does. In the past, when you're using he was, he had, he did, he will. And for the same, that is feminine gender she, you also, that is, you can use the same form of past tense and present and future tense. And for plural, we are using are, have, do for present, and were, had, did for past, and will for the future. Now look at the sentences which have been given. I were. Now I were in Hyderabad yesterday. Yesterday is a past tense. So what I should use? If it is a past, I should use was. So it is was is the right answer, were is wrong. Now see the next one. She does not like she does not like non-veg. She does not like non-veg. She don't like non-veg. She does not like non-veg. Okay. She, and it is doesn't is there in the present tense. If you have seen the third one, he has computer. He have computer is wrong. We have to use he has computer. So students, we have seen, yes, we have seen how to frame a correct sentence and how to frame the sentence with the helping verbs. Now, if you have seen, okay, is, not, isn't, it is a negative form. Helping verbs can also be used in a negative form. For example, she is a singer. Okay, now it is a positive sentence. In a negative, he is not a singer. Isn't he? You can use it as a question tag also. She is a singer. Isn't she? Yes, when the for example, when we go to the question tags, you will understand it in very detailed way. But how this helping verbs help there also, I'm just giving you one or two examples. Okay, she is a singer. Okay, and isn't she is a question tag, and whenever there is a positive sentence, question tag will be in a negative forms. So this is also very important that we have to keep in our mind. Now this is a table for primary auxiliary verbs. Okay, for be form, do form and have form. In present, past, present participle, past participle, short form of negative also. Very essential. Okay, be is, in present form we have is and are. In past we use was or were. In present participle we use being. In past participle we use been. In short forms we use wasn't, isn't it, aren't, wasn't, weren't. And in do forms we use in present do or does, did, doing, as it is as we are having. In the negative form we have do not, does not, did not. So coming to the have forms, in the present we use have, has, and in the past we use had. In the present participle we use having. In the past participle we use had. And short form of negative we use haven't, hasn't, hadn't. Also is very essential. Now how do we use this is also very important. Now see here, present participle is formed by adding ing to the present form of the verb. Having crossed the bridge, they entered the village. Having finished his work, the boy went out to play. So being also can be used. So be form of it, being careless, he failed the exam. So this is how we can write. To ask interrogative questions also, this is very essential. You also try to make all the questions with the primary auxiliary verbs and try to post it. Oh yes. Is first, making questions with the helping verbs, that is interrogative questions can also be asked instead of WH questions. What is your name? Instead of that, where are you going? When will you come? What were you doing? Instead of those questions, you can also use, is it your mobile? Am I doing wrong? Are you waiting for me? Have you taken breakfast? Were they in Vijayawada yesterday? So like this, you can use few questions regarding interrogative questions. Then next you can see the usage of had and done in the past form. So examples have been given here. They had done a lot in the field of agriculture. My aunt had given me a hearty welcome. Ramya had gone a long walk. So we can use had and done in the past form also. Now see here, they can be used for short form of negative sentence also. Just now we have discussed about question tags. So now helping verbs can also be used as a negative questions, that is question tag. He is a dancer. He is a dancer is in a positive sentence, but when you're asking a question, the question can be in a negative. This is a rule that whenever there is a positive sentence, a question tag should be in a negative form. He is a dancer, isn't he? You're asking him. They were out of town yesterday. So it is also a positive sentence. So now you have to use weren't they. It is a negative that you are asking. Did they really go out? Now see this. See the next sentence. She has not learned English. It is not is a negative thing that has been given. So the question tag is being used as he, as she. Sorry, it is missing over there. Okay. Now this is how we can use that. We can use in be. Be is used to express or command or request. For example, be careful. Be in your limits. Be quiet. Like that. Also, been is used in the present perfect tense. We have been in Hyderabad since 1989. They have been friends since school days. She had been learning in classic music. Our family has been to London once. I have been invited to the party. Yes. So this is how we can use been also. So students, till now you have seen primary auxiliary verbs. In the next video, in relating or in connection to this, we have model auxiliaries also, which we will be learning right now in the coming up video. Hope you all have understood how to make a question tag, what are the uses of this primary auxiliary verbs, and how to frame a sentence, and how to identify the question, subject and verb agreement, and also how to use in the present, past and future tense the helping verbs, and the negative form of helping verbs also can be used. Thank you.